Fantastic. So I was inspired to do this video because I'm sitting where I'm sitting now, right here. This exact window, yeah, is where Nick Good and we did a video here about 5 or 6 years ago, where we were telling people, explaining our story about how to give up cannabis. Yeah, we were sitting right here at this video about 5 years ago, how to give up cannabis, and it was just an idea I had. I had this idea, let's share our story a little bit. And we just sat right here, yeah, and you can go on YouTube and type in how to overcome cannabis, and you can see that video. And we just, wrote a few notes, put it on the thing, and now hundreds of thousands of people have seen that video. And, loads of videos have got millions of views and everything, but literally every day, almost every day, we've had people telling us, thank you so much, I've actually been able to give up cannabis because of that video. Yeah? Every day we get these comments on YouTube, thank you, thank you, thank you, I've been able to give up smoking cannabis, right, because of that one video. And all we did was sat here. The reason I'm saying this is we sat here and we just said, you know what, here's how you can do something. We know about it, we've gone through it, we've had our experience, and you can too, yeah? So we just sat down, put a camera there, pressed the button, recorded it, one shot, no editing, boom, and uploaded it to YouTube, and tons of people have been served from that video, yeah? So if you're on the fence thinking, oh, I want to help people and I want to serve, but I don't know how to do it, I'm not sure I'm ready for it, just get on with it. Just get on with it, because this is literally all we had. This is the only setup we had: a camera, and we just happened to sit here, and that was it. Yeah. So you have the desire to be of service. Everyone's got a cell phone pretty much nowadays. You just turn it on and press the button. You can even do live videos nowadays, like this one. Yeah, just like boom, and upload it. People will be very happy with you if you pick a good topic that people are into, something that you've experienced, then you can get on with it. And of course, this isn't a perfect video. The one we did before that I'm talking about here, 5 years ago, wasn't a perfect video. Quite frankly, most of the stuff we've done has been far from perfect, let's be honest. Yeah, we can do a better job. We got all these fancy cameras nowadays, but what we found is that people actually prefer just straight up straight to the point stuff like this. Some people say, oh, it should be better quality. We can do better quality, we can get all these fancy camera angles, but you don't need all that. Yeah, you really don't. So if you want to be of service to somebody, you can do it. You can meet people right away. You can start talking to people. There's people around you who need help all the time. There's millions of people online who are looking for some kind of help. And your story can inspire people all over the world. Your story can inspire people. And so I'm encouraging you just to get on with it. Yeah, just to get on with it, just to do it. Like I was saying, we sat here on this video, in this right here, Nick and I, and we've literally helped countless people overcome addictions from one video. Yeah. And that's not because we're special. It's not because we had a fancy camera. It's not because we had the best location. Do you know what I mean? It's none of those things. It's just because we could be bothered to press the button and share. That's all it was. Yeah. So if you have something you want to share with somebody, you've got some knowledge, you've got some skills, you've got some experiences, you've got some stories to share. People love stories. A lot of people, if you tell a story, people will listen. We all love a good story. So why don't you go ahead and set up your camera. Think about something that is deep and meaningful to you that can help somebody else. Share your story. Tell them about what you've gone through. Share a few things that have helped you. And you'll be good to go. People will be grateful, so grateful that you have showed up for them. Why is everyone on Facebook? Why are people on YouTube? Because they want to be connected to others. They want some support. Yeah, we're all one big global family. We're all a big family. And we can reach people all over the world just by pressing buttons. It's so easy. Yeah, we've been doing groups here with lots of people, online and offline. But you just get started, you start with one person, maybe no one's there at all, you just record a video and upload it, but over time more and more people are benefited, and you feel great in yourself, they are very, very happy. And ironically, if you just get started now, right, imperfect as it might be, the funny thing is, I've often had people tell me, where are your old videos, Michael? What happened to them? Because we've deleted most of our old videos because we think they're not very good. And people have complained to me, where have they all gone? And I'm like, well, they were such a mess. This is years ago. But people like it, do you know what I mean? They like all the stuff, so don't worry about being perfect. None of us are perfect anyway. And when you see those videos that are all polished, like perfect lighting and all the rest of it, it has a sheen to it, it looks nice. We can do it at that quality ourselves. But on some level we feel it's a little bit inauthentic, on some level. You can kind of tell that if it's scripted, if it's scripted. You when you watch those presentations and it just seems a bit too slick, you're like, I don't know about this. Something's not right about it. So the good thing about live videos nowadays is you can just go bing, bing, click, 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 press the button, and there you go. Job is done. And, if you don't like it, you can just delete it. It's no big deal. But it gives you the opportunity to connect with other people. So you've got Facebook live videos and you've got YouTube. I actually think, in all honesty, that YouTube's better than Facebook. I'm using Facebook now because, I just felt like it. But I think ultimately YouTube has got more longevity because people go to YouTube specifically to watch videos, whereas people go to Facebook for hundreds of other reasons apart from watching videos. So if you're wanting to do videos, then probably YouTube's a better platform overall. But whether it's videos or in person, if you want to do, let's say you wanted to do a talk, just create a poster, put a date on it, put it out all over the place, send it out on Facebook. And once you've got a date, then you can't wiggle out of it, You just need to have it dedicated, and you'll have to show up because people are going to come. And if one person comes, that's great, Doesn't matter if it's one person. It could be one person, could be 100 people, but it doesn't matter. You just get started. Start with one person, and then 5 people, and then 10 people, and then 100 people, and then 1,000 people. It gradually gets bigger. But if you wait around to have everything perfect conditions, perfect this, perfect that, perfect all these things, you might never do it, and years go by and then you don't get any experience. So if you're inspired to do something, then just do it in a small way. Do a video, do a little event at your house. You don't need to create a whole hall, Do you know what I mean? You don't need to book a stadium, I'm only waiting around till I get this huge stadium. No, you don't need to worry about that. Let them come to your house, Just invite them in, put some chairs out, like we have here. This is our little setup. Look how minimal it is. This is it, super minimal, Chairs, and we have more chairs in here, and we have other chairs over there. These are all just like simple things. Super minimal. Picked up most of this stuff. It's easy. You just get some chairs and say, all right, come on then, let's be having it. And there you go. Job done. It's super easy. So whatever you're inspired to do, why don't you just get started, have fun with it, and you will feel good. Because being of service to others brings us joy. And not being of service to others, when we have something to share and we're not doing it, it kind of hurts. It hurts our heart. We kind of feel a little bit depressed. Depression, sadness is actually most of the time a sign of not following our joy and not being of service to others, not letting our gifts come out. But when we share our gifts, then we start to feel so much better. And that's what I've noticed. Like I've been in Sedona and I came back to Hawaii, and I've been spending time on the beach, which is nice. I like the beach. The beach is beautiful, blessings. But I feel actually much happier, honestly, and this is interesting, I feel much happier doing videos, scrubbing the house, talking to people, helping people out. Helping people makes me feel a lot better than just sitting around on the beach going, well, that's lovely waves, yeah? So if you're feeling like something's not quite right, it might be that you just need to share your gifts and just show up. And even if one person comes, that's a success. Seriously, don't worry, you need hundreds and hundreds of people. You can change one person's life, they then end up helping loads of other people, yeah? Most of the time, it's like the power center is small and it gradually builds, and there's strange consequences, strange connections. So don't worry about massive numbers. I think social media gives us this weird impression that it needs to be millions of people and who's got the biggest amount of fans and who's got the biggest likes. It's superficial. The things that have the, if you think about it, on YouTube and on Facebook, the things that have the most number of likes and shares and clicks tend to be very superficial, weird stuff, yeah? Generally speaking, stuff that goes viral. Some of it's good stuff, a lot of it isn't. So don't worry about numbers, that's not important. Think about quality instead of quantity, yeah? Don't worry about quantity, think about quality. So if you're doing what you love and you're connecting with people who you care about, then you're in good hands, and you're going to really serve loads of people. So don't be disheartened with small numbers or any of those things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, yeah? One person's enough. If no one comes to an event, that's fine as well. You just show up, you do it anyway. You can record it, you can still, you know, it doesn't really matter. The thing is, just get it started, yeah? I've done talks with loads of people, and I've done talks with one person. I've gone to things where nobody, I've ever gone, yeah, I've been to some when nobody came at all, actually, I think once, and that was fine as well, yeah? So it doesn't really matter. Some things people are gonna show up for, some things they're not gonna show up for, but you feel good when you're being of service and you're using your time in a worthwhile way. So it really doesn't matter. But if you want to get started, get started. And like I was saying, the reason I did this video is I was like, we were sitting here, right here with this window, me and Nick, and literally countless people have given up drugs, cannabis, which is very hard to do. A lot of people have had struggled with cannabis. They watched that video and they've given it up, and they've given us blessings. And that really touches my heart to know that just doing a video has actually, in a sense, saved people's lives. Because when you're addicted to various substances, it sort of messes with you, and then people have given it up and they feel massively better just because of a video. So it's nothing special about us. There's nothing special about this window. Yeah, this isn't a magic window. Yeah, this is just, you know what I mean? This is just simple things. But when you are willing to just show up and share, you feel great, they feel great, you get experience, and then it's on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. So let me know, what do you want to do? Yeah, leave a comment. What would you like to create? Yeah, what do you want to do? What can you do? What is one thing that you can do, that you want to do, to be of service? Yeah, if you want to write a book, maybe you could write one small chapter and make it into a blog post or a Facebook post and just post it, yeah? That's a step in the right direction. If you want to do some massive course, just do a small part of it and have people come next week. Do you know what I mean? Quickly get some feedback, yeah? Or do a video. Do you know what I mean? So instead of thinking these massive projects, you just shrink it down. When I first started all this stuff, it's a funny story. When I was at art college, right, and I was doing meditation, I thought, right, now I need to start up my business. And I had this vision of having these healing centers in all cities of the world that had at least 8 floors, yeah, for the 8 levels of life: spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, behavioral, relationships, environment, and finance. 8 levels. So there'd be different floors on different levels, and people would come to these places and they would be upgraded on whatever level they needed for their life. That was my vision. 8 levels, 8 floors, massive buildings in all the cities all over the world. Now that I understand about business, I realize, for a start, that's a mad idea that wouldn't work, because people don't want that. Yeah, I didn't think about it from the other people's point of view. So I realize now that at this point in time, the population would not be interested in that idea, right? And But the good thing I realized after this is that I needed to break it down, and instead of thinking about these massive buildings that would require, because this idea would literally require billions of dollars to pull off, billions to buy all these buildings, billions of dollars. So instead of thinking of starting off with billions of dollars and massive buildings, I realized, let me just like write one book. One book would be a good start. Do you see what I mean? Start with that, or one video. So you take these huge visions and you kind of pull out the essence and say, what's one thing I could do out of that actually could help a real person? One thing, and then let them have it. And then get some feedback, and then create another thing, and then another thing, and then you maybe end up with a big course after a while, or you end up with a series of talks, or you end up with a bunch of videos, or a YouTube channel, or something. You figure out what you like to do the best and what people appreciate. So instead of going massive, because I was stuck in that. We used to walk around the park talking about these grand visions, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. All these visions, I had all these people all excited. But it didn't work because it was insane. It was a mad idea, but it got me started. So think small, think big, and think small. Think big, and then pull out the essence and give it to somebody. Give it to somebody. People need all kinds of help right now. So what's one thing you could do today? One thing you could do that would make you feel good, sharing your stories, your experiences, your gifts, and someone else would be grateful. It could be a simple thing: how to make a smoothie, how to do this thing, how to fix a problem. Just tell people that they're loved and they're beautiful. We're all family. Just have a connection is nice. I'm nice to connect with you. I'm not sure who I'm talking to exactly, but Annemiek appears to be here. Eshen, many blessings to you both. Love to connect with you more soon. So it's always good to connect with wonderful souls, just to connect, and of course you have beautiful things to share. And also remember that your vulnerabilities are actually priceless. We're all a bit vulnerable, especially when you put yourself out on video, especially live videos like this. You can't edit it. It's just what it is. There's no like wiggling out of anything. It's just straight up. So that can be a little bit scary. But end of the day, we're all going through a weird process in our lives in one way or another. This is intense times. So we're all a little bit, having some stuff coming up, some here and there. Some of us less, some of us more. Everyone has anxiety or worries sometimes, and do you know what I mean? We're all dealing with the human condition in one way or another. So you can share your vulnerabilities, share your hang-ups. When I started doing all this work that I've been doing, I was the least likely person to do any of this stuff. Do you know what I mean? I was always been very shy, not wanting to talk to people, like not wanting to get out there. I'm not the likely person to be doing all this stuff all the time. I've changed a lot over the years, but before, when I was younger, I was scared to death of doing any like live talks or anything. Do you know what I mean? Putting myself out there, because you can be defamed, people can not like you. There's all these horrible things that we're afraid of happening. But when you feel that need to do it, you just do it anyway. And then you get the power comes, and you kind of feel charged up. You kind of get that power, that kick, kaboom, and then you just feel great. And all the joy starts bubbling up, and it's ease and grace, and there's just like light everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like it comes up, everything just comes up. So you just put yourself in the position to do it, and you get tons of support. There's a lovely expression: you take one step of courage, and you get 1,000 steps of support, invisible support from a higher power. You take the first step and you get 1,000 steps of support back to you. So all you've really got to do is just take that first step, put yourself in a position where you can be of service. And it's not going to be perfect. No one knows what's going to happen really. But once you're there, the power comes, the joy comes, and then you find that everything just sort of works itself out. Yeah, but the main thing is just put yourself in that position, take that first step. Yeah, and the easiest way to do this is accountability. Yeah. Yeah, so Daphne says, I've got a book I want to print. Well, get it printed then, Daphne. Print, yeah, get it done. You can get it published, you can put it on createspace.com, you could do it there. There's loads of places you can get that thing done, yeah, there's tons of ways, and you'll feel great, you'll feel so good that's off your chest, yeah, you've taken care of it, and then it's on to the next thing. So you just take that first step, and most of the things that we want to do, they're actually quite easy. That's the thing. The mental block makes it seem difficult. Oh, it's going to be really hard. But really, it's just a matter of pressing buttons. It's got to the point nowadays where most of our work can be done on cell phones or computers. And what is a cell phone and a computer? It's buttons, yeah, click, 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 click. So just about all our problems can be solved by going click, 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 click. Yeah, like Facebook Live videos. It's you have to do, I think, 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. I think you turn the phone on, you click the Facebook icon, and then you click live, and then there's 4 clicks. If you want to do a Facebook video live, for example, it's 4 clicks until you're live from start to finish. 4 clicks. Yeah, that's not particularly difficult. Do you see what I mean? So most of these things is you just put yourself in the position, press the button, and then boom, off it goes. So whatever you want to do, just set it up. And one of the best things is setting up accountability where you have deadlines. So for example, we decided to do a meditation course this week, which anyone can join if you want. So tonight we're doing it at 6:30 Hawaii time, and we're online as well. And so we just set it up, we advertised it, we sent out some emails. So that means that we're going to have to be there at that time because people are going to come. So if you don't have accountability, you could say, oh, no, I'm not ready, I'll do it next week, 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 and then the whole year goes by and you never did it. So when you send out something on Facebook inviting people, or you send out an email, or you send out something that like puts it into the public sphere, that here's this thing that we're going to do, then you can't get away from it anymore, yeah? Then it's done. So one of the best things to do is you just put it out there, and then you have to show up, and then boom, the job is done, because there's no wiggling. So if you can remove the wiggle, yeah, the ego likes to wiggle out of everything, get rid of the wiggle. So if you want to do a book, for example, yeah, Daphne, so you just tell people the book is going to be published on this date, you know, here's the date, and then you have to get it all ready so that it's available then. Best thing to do is get pre-orders, yeah, even if it's like, get it $5 or whatever it is, $10, £10 or whatever. Buy it here, and if you've got one order, then you have to do the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't get out of it then. So that's been one of my secrets to get things finished, is just set things up in advance so that there's no getting out of it. Otherwise, if I didn't do that, I'd never finish any books, I'd never finish any courses, and I'd never show up for anything, yeah? So live is great, setting things up in advance is great, and bottom line is that if you do it, you'll feel great, and if you don't do it, you kind of feel like this heaviness, this burden on you, and that just doesn't feel nice, yeah, to go around in life feeling like we've got all this stuff that's just burdening us. So just let it all out, share your gifts with the world. I'm very excited to see everyone create things. You know, it brings me a lot of joy to see you create stuff. So, you know, with our courses, we have people creating books and courses and programs and coaching, and it's great. I love seeing stuff getting out there. It's fantastic because we all have so much to share. There's millions of people who need help. Most of the population, frankly, is half asleep, if you think about it, yeah? Most people are still kind of stuck in the mainstream culture and like have no idea about all these things you're aware of. You might be so aware of your own stuff that you think everyone knows this, it's obvious. Reality is that most people have no idea about what to eat. Their health is a mess, their mind's all over the place, they feel sick, their relationships are a disaster, Do you know what I mean? The majority of people are having a really hard time. So even if you think it's obvious, all the stuff that you know, majority, millions and millions of people have the slightest, no idea about the things that you know. So you sharing it with them is a huge, huge, huge blessing. Even the most basic things that you think are basic can completely change someone's life. So never forget that, yeah? Simple stuff is total game changer for tons of people. So thank you for being here, and thank you for having the courage to just press the button and just be done with it. Yeah, just set that stuff up, get it finished, and get it out there. Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago we sat here with that video, and over here, by the way, this is where we shot the whole superhero training. Yeah, right here, this window. Yeah, Nick and I came and sat here, and the whole program, superhero training, which has helped thousands of people now, was all shot from this window. Yeah, isn't that cool? Just right here. Yeah, and the camera we had was really basic, simple camera. It wasn't particularly good quality, but the job got done. Yeah, right here. So most of this stuff we've done over the years is just us showing up. Laptop, we had a laptop with a few notes on it, yeah, like right here underneath, and then we just shot the videos and then just edited them simply. And then the first superhero training we did, it was like live, but it was like old school live videos from another, it wasn't Facebook Live, it was like back in the day, and the quality is frankly terrible, but the vibe was there, good vibes, and people loved it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So just understand, like, it's not about technology, it's not about having the best ever, whatever it is. You just set it thing up, boom, knock it out, and you get better as you go along, and people are touched. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you create, the wonderful things that you bring into the world. Yeah, we are spiritual beings that have come all the way down here into this world, yeah, from another world. We're spiritual energy. We've come here. Why are we here? What are we here for? We're here to enjoy being here in this body, wandering around, and we're here to create. We are creators. You are a creator. That's what we do. Every day is a creation. That's all you do all day long, really, if you think about it. Your thoughts are a creation, your words are a creation, and your actions are creation. If you make food, that's a creation. Yeah, driving around, you're kind of moving the car the way you want it to go, you're choosing where you go here and there. Everything you do is a creation. And then we have our work inside of us, our gifts inside of us, and that's just got to come out. And when it does, we feel alive, and when it doesn't, we feel depressed, basically. So if you feel in any way depressed or sad or low energy, most of it, because I've helped thousands of people over the years with various sort of mental, emotional issues, and most of it is just not sharing their gifts. Yeah. So if you share your gifts, then you'll feel fantastic, and when you don't, you won't. So just share. And like I said before, don't worry about it if you don't have millions of people and all the rest of it. Quality is better than quantity. Quantity generally means mainstream, superficial. Yeah, quality is going to be normally a less number. High quality is better than just random click, like a hypnotic trance. So don't worry about the numbers. Yeah, quality. Go for quality. Go for actually changing people's lives rather than getting clicks. Yeah, don't bother playing the game of more likes. Focus on how can I actually help someone change their life. That's a much better result than someone clicking a button saying that was nice. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone's after the likes. Click. It doesn't matter how many likes you get. It's just quality. How can you help somebody actually change their life? Are they different afterwards? That's the only thing that really matters. Have you helped someone feel better, experience a better life, have more freedom, have more happiness, have less pain, less stress, more joy? Yeah. If you've done that, you've done a huge service. Don't worry about anything else. Yeah. It's simple. So you don't need much. You just need a desire to be of service. Help one person, you did a great job. Yeah, you did a great job. Write something, post it, do a video, it doesn't matter, whatever you feel comfortable with, audios, videos, live events, writing a book, doing a concert, yeah, whatever it is, just take the first step and get on with it. So I want to ask you, what is the one thing that you can do? Yeah, for those of you watching later on or watching live, what's one thing that would move you forward? One thing. Yeah, one thing. Maybe you have an idea and you've been thinking, oh, I should maybe do that sometime. Well, why not do it? Start it tomorrow, today. Today would be better. Tomorrow will be all right. This week, how can you bring it forth? One thing. And my recommendation for people is to spend 2 hours a day. Normally that's a good number. 2 hours a day dedicated to your work. 2 hours. Normally we can carve out 2 hours. Most people, even if they're busy, if you can't do 2 hours, do an hour. If you can't do an hour, then do half an hour. If you can't do half an hour, do 10 minutes. But at least carve out a chunk of time. Focus on one thing and just dedicate to that one thing again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I've written about 25 books. Yeah. How did I write so many books? Because I sat right here. Funnily enough, I wrote most of my books sitting here. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning until about 7 o'clock. Get up, do my meditation, a cup of mate tea with some honey. Sit right here, headphones on, rattle away, yeah, out it comes, boom, and then go for a walk on the beach. Yeah, but you don't need a beach, you don't need anything, you just need to make the time, yeah, every day. And for me, I found 5 to 7 in the morning was like most creative time for me. Whatever it is for you is fine. Just carve out the time and just boom, again and again and again and again and again. You'll be amazed at how much you pull off in a week. If you did it every day, that's 12 hours a week, no, 14 hours a week, yeah? If you did it Monday through to Sunday, 14 hours a week, that's a lot of work if you're fully focused. So you can achieve miracles, 14 hours a week, yeah, full focus, completely inspired. You will absolutely fly with whatever it is you're doing, yeah? Boom. So what's Eshen doing? Eshen's working on finishing a song. Yeah, Eshen, we're looking forward to hearing your music. We've heard all about it. Why don't you post something on SoundCloud or one of these other things, or just put an audio in, I don't know how you can do it, upload it, put it on Facebook, put it in a group. We'd love to hear your music. Do you know what I mean? There's so many good musicians around, wonderful musicians, wonderful writers, wonderful, everything's wonderful, and it's stuck inside, and you just need to let that thing out, and out it goes. Yeah, so like if you're writing a song, Eshen, you could finish that song forever, or you could just give it to us now. Yeah, why don't you just give us the verse, give us the first verse and the chorus. That's good enough for me. I'd be happy to hear just the first verse. I wouldn't mind hearing the first line of your song. You just play the intro, give us the first line. Yeah, and that's great. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to have this polished product. People like the work in progress. Give us the first line. Yeah, if someone has got a book coming out, why don't you just give us the first chapter? Yeah, I wrote a book where I posted a chapter every week on my blog to force me to finish the book, and then when I was done, I turned it into a book. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you have creative ways of making sure that you get things finished. So that's great, Eshen. Just finish it and just start it and just give it to the world a little bit. You know, share your work a little bit at a time. Yeah, people like work in progress. Yeah, it's like being part of the creative process. So if you have an inspiration, make it in smaller. Yeah, big things, chop them into little pieces, and then just get little bits of it out. Get little bits of it out again and again and again and again and again and again. And then you feel like you're activated. Yeah, instead of thinking, oh, I'll have this final thing done in 10 years. Yeah, because the problem is, if you try and get everything completely finished, what happens? This is a shocking reality check, right? Let's say you have an idea. I want to do this great book, and you spend 10 years writing that book, and then you publish it, and then you find out that people didn't really want that book. They wanted something else. Yeah, loads of people have got these ideas. They spend all this time and energy, and then they put it out there, and they find out that it's not actually what people wanted. So it's much better to just have an idea and bring it out to people immediately. Just let it out, a little bit of it out, get some feedback, and then get a bit more out, get a bit more out, get a bit more out. And then you end up with something that is really, really, really powerful, because it's engaging with actual human beings. Otherwise, we're kind of stuck in our head, in our own little reality, without the connection. And you just don't know for sure what's going to work and what's not going to work and what people are going to like until you put it in front of them. Yeah, you can't tell. So the best thing to do to just speed it all up is just take a big project, make it into little pieces, and then put it out there into the world and see how it goes. And don't worry about the feedback in a bad way. If someone says something, don't worry about it, but at least you're engaging with the big bad world, the big wide world, the big wonderful world out there, and you feel good because you're sharing every day. See, so it's all easy. So bottom line is just get on with it, and serve one person, and you did a great job. So if this video has been of any use to one person, I'm happy about that. Yeah, that would be good for me. And even if it hasn't, I've enjoyed doing it anyway. Yeah, because it brings me joy. But you aim for help. Obviously, you want to help people. So just aim to how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? And don't worry about being perfect. Just get it out there. So Eshen, love to see your music. Send us your tunes. Yeah, I'm sure you got something you could post on SoundCloud or somewhere else. And for those of you writing books, post it, get it out, publish it, and let's be having it. Yeah, let's let it out. Are you willing to let it out? Are you willing to just release these gifts? Yeah, are you willing to release your gifts into the world? Yeah, everyone has gifts. We come into this world with gifts. We develop skills, and they're supposed to be shared. And when we all share our gifts, we make the world a better place. Yeah, if we withhold our gifts, then the world is missing something. The world is lacking something. But when you share your gifts, the world becomes a whole. It becomes more healed. It becomes beautiful. So we need your gifts. We need your gifts. So please let them out. Deliver them. Release those beautiful things. Don't withhold it. Just let it come out so we can all enjoy you and the blessings and the wonders and the creativity and the love that you bring. So sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, and if you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to seeing what you create. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Many blessings and aloha. Yay.